friends, welcome to Answers. So today it is the 82nd episode in the biology series. So last week we completed the immunology series inside biology. So today we're going to go back into normal biology. Yes, so we have completed so many episodes without including one thing, which are the inputs of the body, what our body really needs. Without these three inputs, there is no chance that a person can survive. They are the big three: oxygen, food and water. Yes. So let's start. Yes. So let's start with oxygen. Okay. So you know oxygen. So first, why do we need oxygen? Of course we breathe every second, but why exactly do we need oxygen? So I will answer the doubt in some time. So just a person just breathes oxygen, right? So this is a person. Okay, think that this is a person. Okay, so this goes into the lungs. So yeah. So the oxygen from here to here just goes down the throat and into the lungs, any of the two lungs. But what happens inside the lungs? So inside the lungs, the oxygen will be transferred into the cardiovascular system. So of course you know what the heart does. The heart it goes into the heart where it is distributed to all over the body. But what does it do inside the body? So these blood vessels will literally cover every cubic inch of the body. Not just inches, just micrometers. That's so small. That means everywhere there's blood rushing through your body at very high speeds. High speeds means pretty fast. This is the blood moves more than 1,000 times across the body in a one day. Yes, fun fact. Yes, okay. So this goes into the blood. So this goes into the blood to be transferred into cells around the body. That's why there is blood literally everywhere in the body, even inside the bones. Yes. So but what does oxygen do inside the cells? So now let's go into the cell. The nucleus, the main mitochondria, some hot dog-like patterns, and some other things. The endocrine, those are not needed. Only two things are needed for this operation. Yes. So first, oxygen, of course, is taken through by the cells. Oxygen O2. It is taken into the mitochondria by bubbles or vacuoles, all of these things. Okay. So after it goes into the mitochondria, so energy is stored in a molecule known as ATP or also another molecule known as glucose. Two molecules are the main things which hold energy. So glucose is burned into the ATP, which is actually used to it is used by muscles, all of those things. Yes. Meanwhile glucose, it is only there to be turned into ATP. Yes, it is just only for storage, nothing else. Yes. Okay. So it goes inside. Now in the mitochondria, it burns up the glucose inside the food. So we're going to discuss about that. But the mitochondria goes inside the food. I mean the food goes into the mitochondria. So then the oxygen also comes. So oxygen, it is a pretty flammable gas. So it gets burned up, and then the food also turns burned. That means the glucose is burned into ATP, and then finally the ATP can be used. So we covered two topics in one. Yes, pretty much. Let's go back to food again. There is the entering part. So food goes into the digestive system, gets digested of course by stomach, then into the small intestine, where then by the small villi, the main nutritious parts, the glucose, all of those things are taken into the cardiovascular system, from which it is transferred to pretty much every cell. So the glucose part of the body is transferred into the cell. Meanwhile, some other vitamins, all of those proteins are transferred to where those are needed. Yes. So that is the main use of food and water in one. Two in one. Yes. So now let's see water. What does it do inside the body? So what is the most confusing out of these three? Yes, a bit more harder. So let's give some space. So yeah, water. So now what does water do? Water is just H2O. Okay. So when water enters our body, it goes to the digestive tract so finally inside the one and only small intestine, it also enters the villi, then it goes into the, of course, cardiovascular system, where it is pretty much again spread out around the body as a whole. Yes. So water doesn't do specifically inside cells. It creates cytoplasm and also creates the plasma inside the cells. That means inside blood. Yes, the liquid part of the blood is known as plasma. Fun facts. Yes. So this water is again used in many other regions of the body. You know sweat? Yeah, sweat. Sweat is made out of water. You can know by just seeing it. And you know tears. You cry with them. And that is also made out of water. Yes. Pretty much all of the body is pretty much made out of water. All cytoplasm in cells, pretty much the extracellular matrix is made out of water. Yes. And also it also acts as an excretion agent. You know urine, right? So water is pretty much used as a medium for urine. So all of the waste inside our body go into the kidney where it is mixed with the water, and then urine is formed and then just out. Yes, you know what happens. Okay, so these are the main uses of water and all of these three main inputs. So yeah, this is today about the main three inputs of the body. Bye.